Welcome to Rutkowsky Pottery. I'm Ruth Rutkowsky.
And I'm Michael Rutkowsky. We're a husband and wife team who produce our own unique style of pottery here in the mountains of western North Carolina, just outside of Burnsville.
Welcome to our studio and showroom. Here's our poodle Solomon. He's our buddy. He helps us.
We make handmade stoneware pottery. We make it by hand from start to finish, using our own clay body and glaze and slip recipes that we have borrowed long ago and adjusted to suit our purposes that we do now. And this is one of my signature pieces here, the lidded bowl, which is very functional plus can be decorative. And we use it as a chicken roaster. It's very functional in that sense. It's got a nice firm fitting lid. This is my glaze trailing pattern. I call this one the loop pattern, which is probably my oldest pattern. That goes back, 30, 40 years. This is another signature pattern of mine that I've used over time, which is more of a motion type pattern and works much better on vertical forms. And this one is slip trailed, which is put on under the celadon glaze, whereas these are glazed. This is a glazed trail, which is put on later after it's bisque fired.
Michael's pieces are really well formed and they're surprisingly lightweight, which I believe is a true mark of a master potter. The inside pattern is often and almost always different than the outside pattern, and that's kind of a nice feature of his work as well. This stack of salad bowls they complement each other, but the patterns are different one from another, which I think is really nice. These soup mugs, they're just super lightweight, and all the pottery that we make is microwave, dishwasher, and oven safe, and it all comes with care and use information. I make functional work as well, and my work sits nicely with Michael's, I think. One of the themes that I use is Starry Night. This is a bowl with a deep cobalt blue glaze, and I use these dots of glaze to indicate points of light, and I believe that it's a nice representation of our nice starry night skies that we have here in western North Carolina. This is a trademark item we call it a prayer orb, and they are unique to us. It is a commemorative item. It could be a meditation tool, something to help us remind ourselves to be present and grateful.
This little spontaneous pattern there, it's kind of a living organic pattern that comes out different every time I do it, which I've used that one also for years. And this is a large throne platter with the center slip trailing and different slips on the outside here to give it a little different subtle color and texture.
This is a finger-combed pattern with a field of stars. Yep. And I sign my work Just Be. I am a swimmer. I love fresh water. And for me, being in the water under the open sky is one of my most favorite things. It's kind of my true north. So that's the title of this piece. It's also, it's like an ascending form. Fish is pointed north, pointed up, pointed towards spirit. There she is.
This is a little slip trailing. I'm going to use the white on white, which works pretty nice over this porcelaneous slip. And it's mainly just the gesture, not the, each pattern that I do will be a little bit different, which is kind of what I'm seeking here. This is my first potter's wheel, 1975 model. I will glaze these parts that I just painted, so I put a little slip trail line on the edge here. So when I dip it in the glaze, it forms a barrier. Put that on there. And tip.
I have a lot of resources that I like to use from poetry. Sometimes they're my own sayings, sometimes biblical, but I like to use things that are that really mean something to me in the present moment and remind me to be present and grateful. I love the Desiderata. You are a child of the universe no less than the trees or the stars. No doubt the universe is unfolding exactly as it should. So this is called Graffito. I'm etching through this porcelain-like slip. So I'm writing, you are a child of the universe. Sometimes we have to be reminded.